Hello, and welcome back to Gimbal's Tip of the Week. Did you know that research suggests that most lawyers spend only 2.5 hours of their day on billable legal work? The rest of the time, they're wearing other hats: accountant, HR manager, photocopy repairman, web designer, social media guru, IT director. Today's tip is simple: stop wearing all the hats. I'm not saying you should do nothing but legal work, not at all. You're the business owner. There are things you do, like setting your vision, making hiring decisions, and developing new business that add value to your practice and drive your business forward. Keep doing those. But you wouldn't expect your accountant to give you advice on drafting your motion to dismiss, or your dishwasher repair guy to file your trademark application, would you? Of course not. And yet, all too often, we attempt to be the Jacks or Jills of all trade in our businesses. We do things we should just not be doing. We've talked about this before in the context of delegating administrative and legal tasks to the juniors and employees within your firm, and that's definitely important. Now I want you to think about it even more broadly. What can you outsource completely to the experts? We'd like to categorize tasks using this diagram. You're going to keep everything that's in quadrant 1, and over time, you're going to completely stop doing everything in quadrant 4. You're going to delegate everything in quadrant 2 as soon as you can. It may take some time, but you don't like that stuff anyway, so there is a good incentive to delegate it. The problem is quadrant 3. It is so tempting to hang on to the things that we enjoy, even when we know they're not really the right people for the job. We had a great call a few weeks ago with one of the founding members of the Practice Accelerator membership, the new community we've created. She does her own accounting. Nope, she's not an accountant. She's a solo attorney, a busy solo attorney, a solo attorney who recognizes that doing her own accounting is not the best use of her limited time. But she's still reluctant to outsource it because she likes to stay in control of it and she likes doing it. It is squarely in her quadrant 3. My quadrant 3 includes graphic design, but we're now outsourcing the design work for a number of our projects. I could do it myself, and I'd probably enjoy it, because I do like that kind of thing, but I am definitely not the right person for that work. It takes me far too long, and the outcome is okay, but meh. And doing it distracts me from the other work I need to do to keep our business moving forward. It's okay not to be great at everything you need to do to run your practice. The trick is to recognize which of those things you can and should outsource. If you're saying to yourself, "Sure, Karen, but I don't have the budget," think again. There are low-cost outsourcing options all over the world, from virtual assistants and accounting experts to robot receptionists. Compare what you'd spend with what you could earn. There's a real and usually significant opportunity cost to doing the tasks you really should be outsourcing to others. You can hire people for just a few hours a week and use those hours to accomplish much higher value tasks for your practice. And if you absolutely can't outsource something, then find yourself a coach or a mentor to give you some advice. As I said, it is okay not to be great at everything. It's okay to ask for help. I'll be talking even more about outsourcing critical tasks in today's Virtual Coffeehouse webinar with Andrea Cannavina of Legal Typist, and there's a link to register for that down below. That's it for this week. Join us next week for more on building a profitable and productive practice. And don't forget to sign up so you never miss a tip. See you next time.